Well, many of us may feel like the pandemic is waning, but a warning tonight from Canada's top doctor about getting back to a new normal too quickly. We could be heading into a fourth wave of the coronavirus epidemic, a wave driven by the unvaccinated and a highly contagious variant. CTV's Binder Sajjan is following this tonight. And Binder, this warning comes as BC and the country, they continue to ease restrictions.
Yeah, that's right. And so as a result, case numbers are starting to creep up. That is expected with the easing of restrictions. But it is the rise of the Delta variant that is sparking concerns that we could be headed for a Delta wave.
As vaccination drives continue, new federal modeling is a wake-up call for those who think the pandemic is over.
It suggests that we are at the start of the Delta-driven fourth wave, but that the trajectory will depend on ongoing increase in fully vaccinated coverage and the timing, pace, and extent of reopening.
Across the country, as expected, cases are growing as restrictions ease. Nearly all the cases are in the or under-vaccinated. Now it's a race between infections and vaccinations.
You know, even higher estimations on transmissibility means you do have to reach higher target.
The U.S. Center for Disease Control says COVID-19 is as contagious as chickenpox, and even vaccinated people can spread it.
Unvaccinated cases were over 3 times more likely to be hospitalized.
The federal forecast doesn't anticipate a growth in deaths, but there is worry hospitals could become overwhelmed. Dr. Theresa Tam is pushing for vaccinations and reduced social contacts. By mid-August, Albertans testing positive for the virus won't be required to isolate.
We have no plans, none, to change our requirements around self-isolation in BC. We have no plans, none, to change our approach to contact tracing in BC.
BC is battling its own Delta outbreak in the central Okanagan.
So we need to raise immunization rates for people under 50 in the Interior Health Authority, and there is opportunities to do that, including special pop-up clinics that have been established in Kelowna, for example.
As people are told to stay away from the region, many are flocking to Vancouver Island. At the Swanson Terminal, a pop-up clinic for those waiting.
Why are there 6.3 million, Canadians who are eligible to get a vaccine, haven't even received their first dose? What are you waiting for?
And Dr. Tam was asked about Alberta ending isolation requirements. She says she hopes that people will continue to do so, even if they don't have to, and will continue to limit their contacts.
So, Binder, we saw that pop-up clinic at the ferry terminal. What percentage of people need to be fully vaccinated in order for a potential fourth wave to be less dangerous?
Yeah, so across the country, we're sitting at about 66% right now. And anytime you ask Health Minister Adrian Dix, he says, let's get it as high as possible. Well, today, Dr. Tam did give us a number. She says if we can get 80% of those aged 18 to 39 with 2 doses, that could severely reduce the severity of this next wave. Now, she also says ideally that number would be higher, and she said if we get to 90, she'd be ready to pop some champagne. Mija?
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to see her do that. All right, thanks, Binder.